Hello everyone and welcome to Learn English at Home 79. I'm your host, Jamie. Today we have an exciting episode about pirates, adventure, and some useful English words. Have you ever heard about Blackbeard, the famous pirate? Stay tuned, because we'll not only tell his story, but also learn new vocabulary together. Feel free to share your thoughts or questions in the comments.
Hi, Jamie. I'm really looking forward to today's episode. Blackbeard's story is full of action and interesting words. I think our listeners will love it. Let's dive right in.
Great! Before we start, remember, when you hear a new word, we'll pause and explain it in simple English. That way, you can understand and remember every word. Ready to set sail on this learning adventure?
Absolutely. Let's begin the story of Blackbeard and see what we can learn from his extraordinary life.
A long time ago, I had my first job. It didn't give me much of an income. I worked on a giant pirate ship. Now let's pause and explain income.
Income means the money you earn from working. For example, if you have a job, your salary is your income. In this story, the first job didn't pay much, so the income was low.
Thanks for that. And about the word giant, do you know what that means?
Giant means something is very, very big. So, a giant pirate ship is a very large ship. Imagine a boat so big, it looks like a moving building on the water.
That's right. Picture yourself working on a giant ship with pirates. Exciting, right? Let's continue.
On my first night, there was a thick fog over the water. A lamp on the ship revealed an enormous man. Now, let's explain fog.
Fog is like a cloud that is close to the ground or water, making it hard to see. For example, when you drive and see nothing but white mist, that's fog.
And what about revealed?
To reveal means to show something that was hidden. For instance, if you open a box and show what's inside, you reveal the contents.
Also, enormous means very, very large, almost the same as giant. So, an enormous man is a very big man.
Exactly. The fog cleared and the lamp revealed a giant, enormous man. He had a sword in his belt. His name was Blackbeard, and he was one of the most violent pirates ever. Let's stop and talk about sword.
A sword is a long, sharp weapon. People used swords in battles long ago, before guns were common.
Now, what about violent?
When someone is violent, they hurt others or use force. A violent pirate is a pirate who fights or scares people.
So Blackbeard was a violent man with a sword, very dangerous.
One day, Blackbeard did an extraordinary thing. He attacked several ships near a town. Let's explain extraordinary.
Extraordinary means amazing or surprising. If someone does something extraordinary, it is not normal, it is special or unique.
Then Blackbeard declared, "You give me medicine." Now, let's talk about declare.
To declare means to say something officially or in a strong, clear way. For example, if you declare your opinion, you say it so everyone knows.
He declared his demand for medicine for the sick pirates.
The people had a bad impression of Blackbeard. They were mad and they resisted. Let's explain impression.
An impression is what you think about someone or something. A bad impression means you think negatively about a person.
And mad here means angry, not crazy. If you are mad, you feel strong anger.
Exactly. Now, resist means to fight against something. For example, if someone tries to take your book and you hold on tight, you resist them.
So the angry townspeople resisted Blackbeard's demands.
But they were trapped. They wanted to get rid of him. So the town's council decided to give him the medicine. Let's pause to explain trapped.
Trapped means you cannot escape. For example, if you are in a small room with a locked door, you are trapped.
And rid means to make a place free from someone or something. If you want to rid your house of bugs, you want to make sure the bugs are gone.
So, the council, which is a group of leaders, decided to give Blackbeard the medicine to get rid of him. After this, there was a reward for catching Blackbeard. If Blackbeard was caught, he would have a trial. Let's explain reward.
Reward is not on our list, but it's a good word. A reward is something you get, like money, for doing something good. Now, Trial is a way a court decides if someone is guilty or innocent.
That's right. If he was found guilty in the trial, he might go to jail. He didn't want that, so he quit being a pirate.
He ought to have stayed on land. Let's explain ought.
Ought means it's the right thing to do or what you should do. For example, you ought to do your homework if you want to learn.
Blackbeard became a fisherman. But the Royal Navy was still looking for him. They attacked him while he was fishing. Blackbeard fought against many men. Sadly, he was killed. He didn't even get a funeral.
Let's explain funeral. A funeral is a ceremony for someone who has died. People gather to remember and say goodbye.
So, even after his death, he didn't get a funeral. But people still tell tales about him. Tale means a story, often about something exciting or imaginary.
That's right. Many years later, people still enjoy telling tales about Blackbeard's incredible adventures. Let's think about this story for a moment. Blackbeard was a pirate, but he also wanted medicine for his sick crew. Do you think he was only bad, or is there more to his character?
That's a great question. Sometimes people who do bad things might also have reasons or moments of kindness. It makes us think about how we judge others and what makes someone a hero or a villain.
Exactly. In today's world, we still see people making difficult choices. It's important to look at the full story before making an impression of someone.
And even though Blackbeard met a violent end, people remember his tales. What stories from real life do you think will be told in the future?
Now, let's review the new words we learned today. First, income, your salary or money from work. Example, my income from my part-time job helps me buy books.
Giant means very big. The elephant is a giant animal, and fog is a thick mist. The bus driver stopped because of the fog.
Reveal means to show. She will reveal her new painting tomorrow. Enormous means very large. The mountain is enormous. Sword is a long weapon. Knights use swords in battle.
Violent means wanting to hurt others. The violent storm broke many windows. Extraordinary is amazing. Winning the race was extraordinary. Declare means to say officially, he declared his decision.
Impression is what you think about someone. My first impression was positive. Mad means angry. She got mad at her brother. Resist means to fight back. He resisted the temptation.
Trap means to catch so someone can't escape. They trapped the cat in a box. Rid means to make free from something. I want to rid my desk of old papers. Trial is a court process. She went to trial for the accident.
Ought means should. You ought to try your best. Funeral is a ceremony after death. The family held a funeral. Tale means story. He told a scary tale.
To remember new words, try making your own sentences or drawing pictures. Practice a few words every day and use them in real conversations to help you memorize them faster.
Now it's your turn. What would you do if you met someone like Blackbeard? Would you be scared, curious, or try to help? Share your answer in the comments or write a short tale using the new words.
We'd love to hear your stories. Remember, practicing speaking or writing in English helps you become more confident. Don't be shy, hurry. Answer is a good answer.
That's all for today's episode about Blackbeard and our new vocabulary. We hope you enjoyed learning with us. Keep practicing and don't give up, even when English feels like a giant challenge.
Remember, every word you learn is like a treasure. Try to use new words today, even if just with yourself. Stay curious, stay motivated, and see you next time on Learn English at Home 79.
Thank you for joining us. Your English journey is extraordinary. Keep going and you'll reveal your own language talent soon. Goodbye, everyone.